Hi everyone, JMDi. Merchant Navy Decoded in collaboration with JMDi Academy Dehradun is making this video, and the purpose of this video is just one thing, that is to give you advice, tips to clear IMU CET exam and what all things you do not have to do so that you get a very good rank in IMU CET. Of course, we believe that you must be having a good sponsorship from a good shipping company so that you make a successful career and enter into Merchant Navy. So let's just start, guys. Well, that's me, guys. I am a chief engineer in Merchant Navy, sailing with a good reputed shipping company. I am not just a chief engineer but also the director of JMDi Academy, where we are mentoring students for getting into Merchant Navy in India. And a shortly see all season, that is, in the year 2004, I managed to get All India rank 5484 in IIT. On the basis of my IIT mains rank, at that time it used to be screening and mains, I got into MERI Kolkata, which is today known as IMU Kolkata. So I did my marine engineering from there. So see, guys, I have seen my fair share of struggles, fair share of failures, where from 1,24,832 rank to coming to this rank. So I know a bit about competition. I have faced that competition, and let's see how I can share my experiences with you. The first thing is common mistakes to avoid in IMU CET exam. First is time management. Second is what if paper is easy? Yes, something new, but definitely important. Third is what if paper is difficult, and how to keep your ego away, and why is it important to keep your ego away. That's the idea of this making this video. So guys, time management, the first point. So we have 2 hours, 200 questions. Maths we have got 50 questions. Physics we have got 50 questions. English this time we are assuming that we'll get 40 questions. Chemistry we might get 20 questions. And aptitude plus GK we'll get 40 questions. Right, guys? Now, how to attempt all these questions in a span of 2 hours? 120 minutes, 200 questions. And if at all you want to attempt all these questions, now by attempting, it does not mean that you have to attempt. Why? Because there is a crucial negative marking this time. But what if, say, at the end of 2 hours, you were able to reach till 165 questions. Okay. But out of the rest 35 questions, 34 were something that you had already done very well. But you could not do those questions because by the time you reached 165th question, you had exhausted all your time. So the scoring part, which was in the end, you could not even see those questions. Right, guys? So that is something to worry about. So my first priority is that you guys need to know how to reach till all those 200 questions and attempt all the questions and then see what happens. Attempt means, again, just have a look whether to give an attempt or not, whether to write or not, which one is easy or not, which one is difficult or not, identifying these, which is the most important part. What if paper is easy? See, this guy is smiling like anything. Paper bahut aasan hai. Well, guys, please don't be so happy, because if paper is really easy, then it is easy for all the other candidates as well. So now your cutoff is going to reach another level. Copied. So now your responsibility increases. You have to be on your toes all the time. You just can't sit and relax looking at the paper. Ab to kar dunga na. Nahi chalega, boss. Because now everybody else is also thinking the same. So keep up your game. Keep up your game. Next is, what if the paper is difficult? Well, guys, again the same thing. Don't get saddened and bogged down. Don't do that. Because if the paper is difficult, it is difficult for anyone and everyone out there. So the cutoff is going to reduce out here. Over here, the role of preparation comes. If the paper is difficult, and still if a boy feels that the paper is easy for me, that is, yes, prepared well. And that is where the role of preparation comes in. How to prepare so that even if a difficult paper comes, you find it easy. If an easy paper comes, you still find it much easier than other of your competitors. That's the idea. Next is, keep your ego away. Now guys, this is really very important. I'll tell you why. Many a times I have seen people, I'll tell you. So when it comes to time management, see what happens is 2 hours, 200 questions. So what I did was, recently I was doing a session with the JMDi Academy students out here, and I was asking them, "Ki bhaiya, what's your strategy? How do you want to implement your strategy so that you can get, you can at least see all the 200 questions, so that you can identify which are easy, which are tough. So how does that work?" So one student told me that, "Sir, if I have to attempt, my physics is the strongest thing. So first I will attempt physics, then I will attempt maths, then I will go for English, then chemistry, and then aptitude and GK." मैंने बोला भाई why? बोलता सर मेरा strong subject है. When I will go through this, I will build upon confidence कि मैंने questions कर लिए हैं and things will go well. Well, that was his strategy, not mine. I'll tell you why. Guys, होता क्या है? Why I put that strategy, keep your ego away, was sometimes maths and physics have a lot of calculations coming up. Sometimes the question comes up which needs to take just 30 seconds or 40 seconds, but sometimes you get lost in calculation. Then what happens? You lose a lot of time. And then you're suddenly करके मानूंगा नहीं, I have to do it, I have to do it. You take it on your ego and you lose a lot of time. A lot of efforts are lost. And then your result just goes down. So please keep your ego away. The right strategy that I feel is, देखो, अगर मैं aptitude और GK की बात करूँ, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Especially in the GK part. In chemistry, if you know, you know. If you don't know, Jai Mata Di. Calculation part is very less. Similarly for English as well. देखा, किया, आता है, Jai Mata Di, you have taken it. If you don't know, Jai Mata Di, move ahead. Now with this, what happens is, if you attempt these things first, especially English, chemistry, GK, then because aptitude also has little bit calculations than aptitude, and then you go for physics and maths, it becomes easy. Now in IMU CET, guys, this is your computer screen. You will have all the questions like this over here: physics, maths, chemistry, English. So you can straight away scroll out there, go for all the English questions, move on to chemistry, then go for GK, and then go for maths and physics. Now when you're going for maths and physics, even the strategy should be, okay sir, suppose there are 50 questions. Now what happens is, there are 50 questions, like take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Immediately starting questions, but any question that you find is, it is going to take you more than 10 seconds, 15 seconds, just don't attempt it in the first attempt. पहले पूरे 50 क्वेश्चन एक बार पट देख लो, एटलीस्ट उसके अंदर 15-20 क्वेश्चन ऐसे जो कि आप फर्स्ट टाइम में अटेम्प्ट कर दो. लाइक इफ आई हैव टू डिस्ट्रीब्यूट माय पेपर ऑफ मैथ्स, आई विल डिस्ट्रीब्यूट इन 3 स्टेप्स. नंबर 1 इज आई विल डू इट इजीली. ये फट से क्लिक, देखा, आई नो व्हाट द आंसर इज. सपोज अ क्वेश्चन कम्स, देयर इज अ सर्कल, दिस कोऑर्डिनेट इज 3,2, दिस इज द डायमीटर. They tell you the center point, that is 1,1, and they ask you what is the other point. It is an easy question, you know it will come in level 1. But then second level comes, say there is a question, integral tan x sec x upon under root 1 plus x square. Now this question is going to require a bit of calculation. So x is equal to tan theta, you have to put a whatsoever. This is just a random question that I am putting across. So now you know that you can do this question, but it is going to take some advanced level calculations, so you can keep it for the other part. That is level 2. And then finally level 3 is there, which you do not know only. Which you do not know only, you cannot do it. तो भाई you already have gauged the paper, you know कि ये कर सकता हूँ, इसमें time लगेगा और ये नहीं कर सकता हूँ. But that is how in the first 1 hour, at least go through all the questions, which is very very important. Important factor, what other thing is? Please carry a watch. Your one eye needs to be on the watch. Ensure that in the first 1 hour you have at least gone through those 200 questions. Very very important part. You will definitely have better marks. I assure you that. So please guys, keep your ego away. Keep your ego away. How to build confidence while giving exam? Yeah, exam के time पे I have already told. I am repeating it again. The questions are going to come in 3 patterns. The patterns are, once again, level 1, which you can do it immediately, just looking at it, बहुत easy, I can do it now. Level 2, yes you can do it, requires a bit of calculations, but I will manage, but it will take some time, so I don't want to get into this right now. And level 3, You don't know at all. You can't help it. So guys, please don't attempt this, because now you have negative marking as well. Copied? See, when I was preparing for IIT guys in the year 2003, us time pe All India rank 5, he gave a quotation that stuck in my mind, and that was, if you don't know a question, you can't do anything about it. Suppose you're sitting in a paper and you don't know the answer, you don't know how to solve it, you've seen this question for the first time, you can't do anything about it. But what if you know a question and then you make a mistake, a silly mistake? Then nobody can help you. ऊपर से भगवान भी आके आपकी help नहीं कर सकते guys. So please avoid silly mistakes. If you know a question, it has to be damn correct. Don't make attempts otherwise. Copy? Next, important tips. अभी भी time है. Formulae. Very very important. Exam में अगर ऐसा होता है कि you guys start thinking, oh God, I have forgotten this formula. Oh God, यार ये क्या formula था उसका यार, नहीं चलेगा बस. Not at all. Revision. Start revising. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए यार ये कहीं पढ़ा था यार इसका क्या था ग्रेविटेशन में, इसका क्या था एस्केप वेलोसिटी की वैल्यू क्या थी यार मैं भूल गया, 11.2 किलोमीटर पर सेकंड थी या 11.2 मीटर पर सेकंड थी. नहीं चलेगा बॉस. मॉक टेस्ट IMU CET decoded. That's the Telegram group. Join that. A lot of quizzes are happening out there on daily basis. देखो कहाँ stand करते हो. Go visit my website called merchantnavydecoded.com. Give a mock test out there. Already 3 mock tests are there. Another mock test will be conducted on Thursday, just 2 days prior to the IMU CET exam. These mock tests are going to help you identify where you stand, where you lag, how to prepare. Very important. Last, focus on your strengths now. अब जो आखिरी का 6 दिन बचा है, don't start something which you have never done before. Say, like I was very bad at probability. I still am. So मैं ऐसे टाइम पे probability start नहीं करूँगा, even if I know that probability is going to come with 20 questions in mathematics. No, I am going to work on my strengths. See, that's the strategy. Please work on that, and at the end, result is going to be yours. IMU CET will have a good rank, and most importantly, I hope you have a good sponsorship from a good college as well. Thank you very much. Jai Mata Di.